Future dentists will mostly be working for the man. What? Yes, you heard that right. Most dentists will be career-long corporate employees unless we fix this trend, which is exactly our mission here at Practice on Fire. This episode is inspired by some doom scrolling I was doing this morning on Facebook when I came across a post on the power of early, consistent investing. You know the post. The one where some dentist, fresh out of school, squirrels away a few bucks a month and somehow ends up with Scrooge McDuck levels of cash by retirement. Well, someone with a bit of humorous sarcasm chimed in with the comment that in 30 years, it'll be just in time for that $5 million to no longer be enough to retire on. That got my gears turning. Yes, saving is smart. But you, my dental dynamo, have a secret weapon up your sleeve. It's your practice, baby. You own it. Think about it. Your retirement jackpot isn't just your savings, but it's also the value of that sweet, sweet practice you can sell. That's a game changer compared to someone who works as an employee for their whole career. If you actually own a practice by the time you're ready to cash out. Because here's the deal, the dental world is changing. More dentists are becoming lifers as associates, and the dream of owning your own shop? Every year, that seems to be slipping further and further away from many young dentists. Why? Let's break it down. Exhibit A, student debt. We're talking astronomical numbers that make practice ownership feel like a risk instead of a powerful way to take control of your career. So, what do dentists do? They play it safe. They become indentured servants to someone else's practice forever. To me, that's the biggest risk of all. The conservative, safe way to go is actually to invest heavily into your clinical and business CE early in your career. If you really want to play it safe, learn how to successfully run a practice, and then go out and become an owner. If you want to crush that student debt, you need to unlock your income potential. And that means becoming a clinical rock star and a business ninja. We hammer this home on this show, but it's worth repeating. Master those high production procedures. Implants, endo, oral surgery, clear aligners. Produce more, earn more, and watch those student loan payments seem like pocket change relative to your profits. Then there's ownership. The income difference between an associate and an owner? This is where the investment in your dental education really starts to pay off. But here's the catch. You've got to learn the business side of the game. Practice ownership is a skill. You wouldn't expect to become an expert at root canals just by winging it, right? It's well accepted that you'd need to learn about anatomy and technique and then put in the work to practice. Same goes for running a business. Learn the systems, put in the work, and you'll dominate. Winging it and taking advice from mid-level mentors is a one-way ticket to struggle. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the family dental model. The come in for your free cleaning and maybe we'll find a filling model. The problem? Hygiene costs are through the roof, but fees are stuck in the era of belt-driven handpieces. We've let insurance companies become our overlords. We're so desperate to fill those hygiene chairs, thinking it's our only source of treatment, that we've given away the keys to the kingdom. And hygiene isn't just about salaries. It's front desk support, supplies, facility costs, marketing, liability insurance. Crunch the numbers, and hygiene might be the black hole sucking profits out of your practice. I've seen dentists using crown profits to keep their hygienists afloat when hygiene revenue can't support its own overhead. So what happens? Dentists get frustrated and run screaming into the arms of DSOs, accepting that steady paycheck in exchange for their autonomy. And DSOs love that. They want a bigger pool of desperate dentists. More supply equals lower wages and more demands they can place on the dentists, and bigger bonuses for the corporate suits. If this keeps up, private practice will become a historical footnote. We'll have dentists drowning in debt, working for the man with zero control over their careers. Does that sound like the American dream? I didn't think so. I'm not anti-DSO, but I'm fiercely pro-private practice, and I refuse to let my grandkids' only dental option be a soulless corporate chain. So how do we save the day?
Ready to form Voltron. Activate interlock. Dynatherms connected. Infracells up.
We build smarter practices. We turn dentists into clinical and business superheroes. We train them to offer more procedures, do fewer exams that lead to nothing, and attract patients who are ready to invest in serious treatment, not just those looking for a free toothbrush and a pat on the back. Think about it. If you're a master of extractions, root canals, implants, aligners, you don't need a hygiene army. You need fewer patients, less overhead, less stress, less drama, more profits. Let's talk about marketing and case acceptance. Stop marketing for cleanings. Attract patients with real dental problems they actually want fixed. Train your team to close those deals. A hot lead calling you is worth its weight in gold. But if your team grills them on their insurance coverage and then automatically looks for the next hygiene appointment that's months away, without first learning that the patient is more concerned about their broken teeth, you'll be flushing marketing dollars down the drain, while failing to help the patients who most need your expertise. Same goes for case presentation. If you're dropping in to meet a high-value case at the end of a first appointment cleaning with zero doctor time, it's too easy to fall into the see you in 6 months routine. Instead, you need a dedicated new patient system that allows you to explore their concerns and desires, and then you should offer them the best comprehensive solutions that will lead to their brighter future.
Hell yeah!
Do this right, and your practice will thrive without being chained to a broken, hygiene-heavy model. That's what Practice on Fire and Escape Hygiene Hell are all about. We're helping dentists break free and build a career that's congruent with their dreams of success they had years ago before entering dental school. For more content on how to accomplish this, check out our Escape Hygiene Hell YouTube and Instagram channels, as well as our free guides that are available in the show notes. And of course, we'll continue the conversation in our next podcast episode. I'm Graham Dursley. This is Practice on Fire. POF team, out. This episode is brought to you by Practice on Fire, a platform dedicated to helping dentists like you conquer your most frustrating career challenges to unlock the path to a thriving practice. Here's the deal. We're all about sharing tons of actionable content for free. We want you to walk away with strategies that make a real difference in your career. But if you're ready to go deeper, to truly transform your practice and life, then our premium platform is your next step. What's inside? At Practice on Fire, we dive into the essential and often overlooked pillars of a successful dental career. Business systems. Build efficiency that frees you up to focus on what matters. Marketing. Attract the right patients, the ones who need and value your care. Case acceptance. Master the art of helping patients say yes with confidence. We've got hours of pre-recorded courses, but here's the game changer: an active community that guides you step by step through implementation. No more spinning your wheels in frustration. Think about it. Many dentists invest over 7 figures in their careers between student loans and practice ownership, but they've never invested in the critical skills that make the difference between struggle and success. Visit practiceonfire.com for free downloads, implementation guides, and details about how to take your career and practice to the next level. Want to take the hot seat? Think your practice could use a makeover? Apply to be a guest on our podcast. We'll give you an honest, no-holds-barred evaluation of your practice. Expect raw feedback, a breakdown of your numbers, and a tailored plan to tackle your bottlenecks. Vulnerability is required. Transformation guaranteed. Apply using the link in the show notes. All right, team, your transformation starts here. Let's light this fire.